I'm going to read a tweet from Jeff Gluck from The Athletic. He said NASCAR Scott Miller acknowledges that they completely missed the William Byron Denny Hamlin incident and likely would have taken action if they seen it. They didn't see what happened until that already gone back to green because everyone was still looking at the Truex incident. But however, Miller said that William Byron could still be penalized after that. So Ben, if you wanted to respond to that right there.
NBC was all over that after they panned to Truex. I mean, how could they have missed? I mean, are they not watching the TV? Do they not have access to that? I mean, even if they didn't, I feel like they would have seen that, the 24 and 11 were kind of leaning on each other. I don't, look, I'm not in the control room. I don't know what their situation is, but I have a very hard time buying that excuse as to why, that just sounds to me like fancy talk for saying we dropped the ball. We should have penalized him. We just don't want to admit it. I don't know. I have a very hard time accepting that as a reason, to say you missed that. I mean, NBC was all over that. Or USA, I guess I should say. They were on cable today. But whatever. I don't understand that at all.
I can agree just to add a point. Like, were they like this in the booth? Like, I can't see you guys, so they must have been doing the same thing up there. I just don't get how they would have missed it. And the question I want to ask you two, though, is if they do penalize Byron and if they do penalize Hamlin, what's the penalty going to be? We're in the playoffs. Do you take away how many points? You don't want to completely take Byron out of the playoff race, but you don't want to only dock 5 points. So I don't know what they're going to do if they're going to fine Hendrick, but what's money going to do? Nothing. It won't change anything. These teams have a lot of money for a reason. If you fine them however much, it's not going to change a darn thing. So I don't know. What does NASCAR have to do, in your guys' opinion, to really put the hammer down?
Dale Jr. said a naughty word for crap in 2004, and he got docked 25 points. So, if that happens, but guys are out here messing with their actual cars and they're not doing anything, then I mean, where's the consistency there? I wouldn't be a fan of docking points. I would say maybe hold him for one lap, and if he can work around and get the lucky dog. I mean, how many cautions do we see tonight? I feel like Byron could have put himself potentially in position to do that, and then work his way back up from there. So that disadvantages him during the race, but not in the actual point standings until, he has a final result. I guess if it happens earlier in the race, it might take him out of contention for stage points, but we were in the last stage anyway. So, I don't know. I feel like you can't just let him, at least send him to the tail end of the longest line or something like that. But, to not do anything when they've, penalized, much less, severe circumstances in the past. And then to say that they missed it, I'd have a very hard time accepting that.
Yeah, who else has a very hard time accepting that? Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin Denny Hamlin just responded to it, saying they missed it, ? What a effing joke. It played on the screen 5 times during caution, so Denny Hamlin is definitely not buying that.
They saw Big Hoss at Texas Motor Speedway. Yeah. Isn't that the world record for the biggest TV screen? I mean, it's unbelievable, man. This is unbelievable.